Hello, my friends. Everything's messed up because people's cameras turned off. I forgot about that. Oh well.
Oops.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We hope that you're having a fantastic night this evening. We are having a good night as a group. Before we get started, a few announcements. Announcemientos. Um, I don't know. I was trying to make a cool name for
That's not.
announcements.
It's not
No,
Spanish.
No, it's not.
that was
I
maybe fantasy Spanish.
fantasy
I
Spanish.
don't even give him that.
Fantasy.
He'll run with
No,
it.
don't.
No,
Stop
stop.
it.
No,
Stop
stop. No, stop.
Maya,
Keep
you
going,
don't know
Will.
what you've done. Now every time he
Oh.
pronounces something some kind of way, he's gonna be like, "Well, that's fantasy British,
No, it's
actually."
not. I'm
Add
not
it to
going
the
to
You don't
list.
know what
Oh,
you've done.
Start a,
no.
start a thread on Reddit. Or not Reddit, Discord.
add it to the list. But yeah, so announcements. A lot of cool things happening on the channel. Tomorrow night, Sultan Strategy. Will, Matt, Chad, Calf playing Solasta.
Oh.
Crown of the
Oh,
Magister.
jeez. That's
I got a crown
you're
for
too
it, Chad.
dedicated to that. We're like
Oh.
we're very close to the end.
I know, but I finally got a crown that is at least like nice. That looks like the one my character's wearing.
I was also gonna say maybe take the tag off.
I will take the tag off.
It's still on.
It's
It's
still
been
on.
3 days.
It's been 3 days. It's been hanging on my dartboard right above the picture of Belle Carnell that's signed by the VA that played Belle in the dub for Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
Oh my god.
Wait, was I there when you got that?
Yes, you were there when I got that.
Okay.
That was at the Icon before Emily and I started dating. Anyway, moving right along. Sunday, Sunhaven Sunday. Will, Sarah, Emily playing Sunhaven together, hanging out, relaxing. And yeah, moving on to Stardew when the new content is out. Although we might have to do a JoJo run for the new content based on what Concerned Ape has posted, which leaves me concerned. Then on Monday, the Strength of Thousands AP, DM'd by Matt, played by McKenna, and myself. Hopefully I'll not be stuck in a box this week.
I don't know. We'll see.
Next week, next time on Tuesday, Starfield Tuesday. Come and join Space Pirate Alessandra as we finish off the Space Pirate quest line, and then move on to our corporate espionage quest line.
Ooh.
Where we're going to join a corporation and climb up the ladder as a corporate fixer.
You heard it here first, people. Will is selling out.
Alessandra is selling out because we need credits to build the Starfinder Society ships in the game. Then on Wednesday, Wild Ambition, join our party as they recover from the traumatic experience they had this week, where we lost one of our players, one of our characters.
No. We didn't lose them.
Yeah, they're not under the couch.
We know exactly where they are.
They're there,
What happened
and there,
to 'em?
and there,
What happened
and
to 'em,
there, and
Matthew?
there, and there, and a little bit on the ceiling. Let me think. It was so long ago.
Matthew,
I killed them.
destroyer of
I killed them.
worlds.
Matthew, killer of characters.
Hold on. Whatever you may hear about what happened out here, know this. Darla did not die gloriously in battle. I killed her. My pride killed her. And now my pride has
I
consumed
thought your
me as
pride
well.
killed Evie.
Don't interrupt!
That too. But what are you quoting right now? Because that's not Lorgar's voice.
That was the end of the Terran campaign in the StarCraft expansion, where the Admiral is writing his memoirs to his family as everyone dies around him.
That's incredible.
What a deep cut.
It's a great monologue at the end of it. Oh wait, no. Yeah, that he does. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that actually ends even darker than I remember it. Also, he says it in a great French accent, like an actual good French accent.
Not a Will one. Then on a Friday, of course, every Friday, the Astral Calling, the show you're watching right now, our space campaign. And why are you watching the show? Well, you're watching the show because of the wonderful people we have on the show. Starting off with the Reaper themselves, we have Matt playing Darius.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to heal people and keep everyone safe. I am a guardian of life.
Yikes!
Rip headphone users, sorry.
Yikes!
I'm winking. I must wink, but I have no flesh.
Next up is
I
someone
liked none of that.
who I'm surprised is cringing. Who I'm surprised is cringing at this almost as much as everything else I say. We have Chad playing Vim.
I'm just here for the ride, man. I'm just here for the ride. As long as it
Mr.
lasts.
Bones Wild Ride.
What was
Also-
that, McKenna?
So the difference is this is funny.
Chad, I just realized that like, as of like a month ago, it was like our 7-year of playing D&D together.
Oh, what did it start in September? I had no idea.
We started in
month it would've
August.
been? Oh, okay. Well, then,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 years of Will and Chad playing D&D.
Yep, that tracks.
Isn't that cool? I think that's really cool. Moving on, someone who I wish I had known for much longer than I actually do. We have Maya playing Rash.
Hey everybody, chilling like a villain. I'm not the villain here. That's not me. Rash is very much
Serious.
yeah.
I feel like
secret villain.
Rash and Vim are and Luna are the ones
I mean-
I think most likely
That's
to
half the
accidentally
party.
blow up a party member.
In the right context, Rash could absolutely be a villain, but not in this party. It's one of those of like, if the right paycheck comes along, she is a mercenary. So
There's
She
a
fought in
chance.
a war. She's a villain to somebody.
There's
she
a
is.
chance-
She's absolutely okay. That's fair. That's fair. She's absolutely like conquered worlds and stuff like that as part of an army horde. So yeah, all right. Maybe she is a villain. Heh.
I think that's why it's so funny that Matthew's character ended up being the instigator, because of the 5 of us, Darius would be voted least likely to accidentally
It's always
get
the
another
ones you-
playing character
Agreed.
killed.
Yeah.
There's a chance that Vim wouldn't even do it as an accident, just as a calculated risk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A miscalculated risk.
Yeah, I would
He
say
only has
if
6 nubs to count on.
I'd also say if it were Rash, it wouldn't be a mistake. It wouldn't, or well, it would be a mistake, but it wouldn't be an accident, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can just see Rash like pushing someone surprisingly off like a thing. Nana sends her regards.
For sure. No, Magoobliet sends their regards.
Magoobliet is Bay. But speaking of miscalculations, somebody whose character wouldn't miscalculate. Yes, somebody whose character wouldn't miscalculate things, but the player might. We have McKenna playing Evie.
Ooh, kind of a backhanded
Wow.
compliment there.
I made a joke about it on TikTok and everyone diagnosed me with dyscalculia.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
It is,
If you want to
unfortunately,
see
and I'm not
McKenna-
going to dig any deeper into that.
If you
If
want
you
to
want
see
to see me
McKenna
cause
make that
more
TikTok,
problems on TikTok, I posted something today that I think people are going to have maybe some big feelings about.
oh, no.
Who
Is
knows?
this-
We'll
Am I-
see.
Am I going to be in pain when I watch it?
No. But maybe I could see some people feeling some kind of way about it. I don't know. Check it out. See for yourself. That's gonna be McKenna Ray Art on all of the socials.
McKenna, Godspeed to you.
I have already getting notifications that there are comments. And I don't look at it for 2 hours after I post it. So That's gonna be fun. I stand by it.
I there's already
Um,
one. I won't run games or play if I'm. Oh wait, no, this
Don't
one's good.
spoil it. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Okay.
Anyway,
McKenna,
tonight.
do I follow you on TikTok yet?
I don't know. Do you?
Well, if you need a link
I don't
to
know
it,
because I
Maya,
barely
it's in
use
It's
it.
in the stream chat.
For the best. Uh,
Because now I'm goddamn curious.
I post 3 times a week. But tonight I am playing Experiment 3, version 13, also known as Edie. She's the Plasmoid, she's an artificer, she's an alchemist. And by the end of this arc, she's probably going to murder her predecessor.
Speaking of somebody who would murder their predecessors, maybe they already have and they just don't remember. We have Vim, played by Chad.
Yeah, I don't think Vim really had a predecessor, but there's definitely people involved in the creation that Vim would not be opposed to murdering.
I don't know why, but I fully thought you were going to say Luna.
I debated
I
saying
kind of did
Luna,
too, actually.
but I realized that it would be technically with the way the Luna works, because Luna there's deep Luna lore. With the way Luna
Deep
works,
Luna lore.
it would technically be impossible for Luna to kill a Luna.
They can't
Yeah, that's
coexist at the
true.
same
Yes.
time.
There can only
Well,
be
if she were
there can
to
only be
There
one.
can be
There
only
can only
one.
be one.
But then it's not a predecessor.
I
That's
feel
a
the quickening.
postecessor.
Yeah, she could end her bloodline.
An antecessor?
Wait, is that what? Oh, I learned a word today. Cool.
I don't,
What?
That's a fun word.
Antecessor.
Antecessor?
Oh,
That's a real word.
I mean, I don't know if it is or not. I just used what the root word would be for that because
Well, because it's not a descendant, so it's a...
pre and anti, that's what it is.
All right, but let's hop to our next introduction with Luna.
That is a
played
word.
by Rose.
Is it a word?
But it's a person or thing that precedes or goes before.
Oh,
Like an
Oh,
ant-
that's silly. We already
Oh,
have a word for that.
It could also be anonym successor. Successor. There we go. That's what we're
oh,
looking for.
that
a
makes
success?
I can
that's
kill my
that's
successors.
that's the obvious choice, isn't it?
It is,
we
isn't
just
it?
fully forgot
Anyway,
that.
sorry. Off track. Luna, hi. Nice to meet you.
Luna off track. Us off track and distracted during the intro. Never.
A successor to the professor.
Never happened before in my life. As somebody who's been diagnosed with ADHD since the 4th grade.
Same,
No, my
except
fidget toys aren't
second
doing their
grade.
job. Get it together.
Now you listen up here, little slime.
You're supposed to keep me focused. What are you doing? Get it together.
Rose is playing Luna tonight. We're very happy to have Rose with us as always.
Happy to be here. My internet may cut out randomly. I'm gonna hope not.
You should have stopped talking in the middle of that sentence and just not moved.
Amazing.
I mean,
Ding.
Don't blink.
don't blink,
Don't blink.
Rose.
Don't blink and you're dead.
Don't blink and
Blink
you're
and
dead.
Maya, I
They
have to
have
send you
cards.
that. They made a Weeping Angel magic card, and it's actually very cool.
It's
But
That's
very-
fun. One of my
it's very
favorite,
interesting.
real quick, one of my favorite gifts I've ever gotten from a friend was he made me a little like handmade Weeping Angel plushie with button eyes, and he put magnets in the hands and eyebrows, so like you can do, like, you can take it on and
cool.
off, and it's just the sweetest thing I've ever gotten from. Like, I love that gift so
But
much.
anything that is an image,
of an angel.
becomes an angel.
Yeah, fully yes.
during
Those-
the intro, Maya, I will share with you a story of how my parents scarred teenage Will. But it is time for that intro right now. Last time on the Astral Calling. I'm going to wear the crown for this entire stream now.
Wow.
Gotta get some use out of it.
I
since you
really
got it right
like
before
this
we finish
crown.
the game.
I
You're the
really
banana.
like this crown. I'm going to
You're the-
use it for Ren Fair when I go down for Abby's wedding.
Nice.
You're the
I was
banana
gonna say
king,
it would have fit
Charlie.
the other character, the other guy from the last level.
I'm going to make a Oberon-esque cosplay for it. Is my plan.
Uh-oh. Mothman.
Yes.
The Mothman coming.
But last time on the
What?
Astral Calling, our party found
Don't
themselves
worry about it.
on a cooking
Maybe worry about it a
level.
little.
Deciding to go after the floor master, somebody named Tradition.
Tradition? Sorry. I'll stop.
That is why I named them Tradition, just so that people could
Fully
do that.
can't.
Every time someone does it, I get more powerful. But
Trying to hold it in is painful for me.
well, on this floor, it was revealed to our party that in order to beat this floor master, they would need to have a cooking battle, a cooking combat, a cuisine combat, as some might say. If you're cultured, a shokugeki. Moving right along from that, our party went and collected some ingredients via the sort of pocket dimension that was created for them. Rash made like a list, and I'm very excited to kind of let my.
I have a
out
list of the
tonight.
ingredients. I also have a list of where we should pierce this creature for the best meat cuts.
Yes,
Are you going to be mad if I just shoot it with fire?
I have a
Oh,
tenderizer.
Tenderizer's great. I was like, I don't. Be
I have
specific about where you
chemical
aim that
fire.
fire.
And I have magic fire.
Magic fire is
And
good.
I also have acid, but I'm not using that because that feels
No.
like something.
We
I'm
have to
using.
ingest it after, so probably
Well,
not
we
the
wouldn't.
acid.
It depends on, is it citric acid?
Ooh. Actually,
Oh.
It could be
you know,
for flavor.
putting acid in the meat for Tradition might not be the worst idea.
well, we'll figure out acid plans later.
Talk about acid reflux.
Or we could win on our own merit.
Or you can win on your own merit.
Why would we do that when we can cheat?
Yeah, exactly what he said. What the bug said.
But after hunting a creature known as the Gormerith, a creature that has like gourmet food all over its body, its eyes are boba. It has like mud armor that when it falls off has truffles in it. Its meat is like all like wagyu, high class wagyu, high class meat. It's great. After that ran away a number of times, and our party collected some vegetables and other ingredients. They continued to face off with the creature, and eventually followed it all the way to its lair. And I'm going to put the party there shortly.
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, Will. But when you say it had truffles, oh, my camera is frozen. Can you guys hear me?
I hear you, I don't
Yes.
see you moving. You
Weird.
frozen.
If you
Yeah, the light's off on my camera.
if you
Huh.
turn your
Huh.
camera on and off again, it should
All right, hold on a sec.
work. You might just have to crash Zoom, and then I might just have to fix everything again, but that's fine.
Rip.
Hold
They-
on, I'm gonna
they-
unplug my camera.
They eventually made their way to the Gormerith's lair, and we are picking up actually right there. Once Matt is back with us, there's
There
Matt.
he is.
That was weird.
Um,
Random.
Yeah, you all
He
see
exists.
a whole bunch of like raw meat. Like this entire area is made of raw meat. Like,
Oh,
there's flowers that are like beef that has like been like cut into like flower
That's kind of
petals.
fun, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I've seen some
Nice.
pretty cool,
Smell like-
like a
There's-
blossom made of roast beef.
There's like bacon bricks for like stairs.
Delicious.
Okay, I'd like to point out, uncooked bacon is pretty gross.
Disagree. As somebody who loves pancetta, disagree. Might maybe a stupid question. All of this meat is fresh, right?
Yeah, it's all just meat. It's like a big old meat cave.
I
Okay.
hate that.
Love me a good meat cave.
I mean, same, but I'm also a lesbian, so
I was also gonna say I love
Oh god.
I knew this is where
but
this was
not
headed. It was just
in that context.
I was just waiting for the step to be
Bisexual
taken.
panic, but in a very different way than normal.
Maya's over here like, I like meat caves, but I also want the sausage.
Oh, there's like sausage stalactites.
Oh god.
In the meat cave.
Yes.
In
So there are multiple sausages in the meat
stop,
cave.
stop, stop.
Every day we stray farther from the sparks light.
This is the NC-17 episode.
Oh, Jesus.
This metaphor
With all of the
starting to
prayer that
struggle.
happened last arc, I don't know about that, Maya.
Well, that was the
Hey, my
thinly
prayer was
veiled
behind
R.
closed doors.
That was the hard R
Yeah, but
episode.
you talked a lot about it.
I'm a very open prayer.
Friday night McKenna, everybody.
You believe in free prayer.
Oh boy.
Drinking my milkshake.
Anyway, we got this bitch we gotta kill.
Sometimes
Correct.
you gotta kill a bitch.
Sometimes you gotta kill a bitch. But
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait. Where are we on the map?
On the left.
Where do we?
Where?
Oh, there we are. I
I
see
was
us.
expecting us over here as well. But
I know. I was expecting us where we were previously, and
well,
then
no,
we
because
disappeared.
this is deeper in, so.
deeper in the meat cave.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So, Will, was I not supposed to see that dude that was over here earlier?
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, so
right?
that was I used an NPC. Like I used a NPC that exists in 5e as the template for Ingenuity.
Okay.
And that was the original NPC that I used.
Oh, we're rolling initiative.
Garbage.
I'm just getting right into it.
I assumed
figure-
that we were, so.
I figure we're going to spend a lot of time, or some might say we're going to be stewing for
Oh.
a fair amount of time tonight on the
Oh, boy.
cooking.
Delicious.
I just keep simmering over here in my disgust.
God, I feel like this episode is going to be another one where it's just going to make me hungry, and I don't have the food I want for this. Like, in my actual home fridge. I'm looking at this post-it, and I'm like, man, what we're about to cook, I would love to eat that. That sounds great.
Oh, okay, we're going. I got this. Stride to get to there, and then fire the hand crossbow at the Gormir.
Crossbow.
The Gormarith has re-upped its armor, but a 24 as Ingenuity continues to prove to be like a combat capability.
Okay, right.
Okay. Oh, I can't remember if the HP, what happened with that situation.
It's still the same.
Okay.
And -6. Boop.
I am
And
very low.
we will come
Do you
to...
need another heal?
I would love one while I'm next to you.
We will come to the lair actions. We are going to, for this time, I think we're going to... we are going to do a terrifying roar. So can everyone make me a DC 15 con save, please?
On?
Don't like it.
Failed.
Yeah.
Stunned.
No.
Stunned. Stunned. Not stunned. Not stunned. And Ingenuity. Not stunned. Alright, so if you got less than 15, you are stunned. And we come to Darius.
Right, so
Domine
I am with my
Darius.
movement. I'm gonna get here.
Darius, wait.
Well,
Darius.
no. How actually, yeah, that's actually a good point. So what I'm gonna do first, because I was right here, I think, right?
Yeah.
First, I'm going to use my last level 2 spell slot to do a Cure Wounds on dear old Rash. That's going to be 10. 10 hit points
Thank
back
you.
to you.
Thank you,
And then
Papa.
I will use my move to get to here, and I'll just square up with my shield and my mace. Hopefully, maybe to absorb some hits from the dino.
The Gormarith.
You call it what you want. I'll call it what I want.
This is the whole. This is EVB EV Alter all over again.
Bolter.
But
Alter, I hardly know her.
anything else,
boy.
Matt?
Hey.
I look at the meat ground I'm walking on with great uncomfortableness.
You are walking on top of Matt. Roll me a D8.
Oh boy. Lucky number 8 for Matt.
Matt, you might be in a bad spot. You're walking on lam.
Believe it or not,
I do. I kind of miss Eros or
I
gyros,
love
whoever
Eros.
calls them that.
No one should call it that.
Good.
Vim, you're up.
I'm stunned.
Yes. The Gormarith is up. The Gormarith is going to walk, and as you're walking, you see the meat around its feet is kind of like spoiling and turning into mud. Any terrain within 10 feet of him is like difficult terrain.
Turning
Ew.
into mud?
Yeah.
Don't question
Is
it.
this place?
We're not gonna question it.
And you
I
know
don't
what?
want to think
Just
about it
because
too hard.
Just because it has the earthen armor, it's going to slam its head into Darius.
What do you call it? A grand
Darius,
slam?
can you make me a dex
Drop
save?
the armor?
It had it back up when you guys came here.
Okay.
You say a dex save?
Yep.
Okay.
Just a DC 16 dex save.
I have +0 to dex because I am a
3.
Ooh.
I mean, to be fair, I rolled bad for damage, so take 15 bludgeoning damage.
You actually only
And-
rolled one in there and 2 5s.
You
So
are
no, you didn't roll
stunned
bad.
till the end of your next turn.
Right.
Luna. Luna is stunned.
Luna is stunned.
Rash is not
What is he?
stunned.
What is he, a monk?
I am not. And I can absolutely get right up in this motherfucker's face.
Yep.
Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Smack him.
Roll to smack.
Rolling to smack.
Believe it or not, I wanna smack him.
I'm also going to. I'm not in rage anymore because technically we ended combat, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna fly into my rage. And gonna divine fury. And boop. 18. Yeah.
An 18 will hit.
Alrighty. Cha 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 cha
17,
cha
18 damage in total.
Hot.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna do my bloop 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 extra attack.
Roll it. As you
I
just
have
like,
that.
as you're just swinging the frying pan at this thing, it's just
Yeah.
like taking the hits. You can see the armor just like getting slightly seared. It's just
Yes,
like, roaring.
I'm also like trying to aim for its butt. I'm trying to aim for like just under the backside. I want that bless you.
Bless
I
you.
want that flank meat.
All right. That will critically miss.
God damn it. Fine.
Evie,
I got
you're
the one in.
Stunned, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Ingenuity was not stunned. So they are going to drop their crossbow and pull out a short sword. And they are going to take a swipe with it. With the short sword. Let's see if they're good in melee combat. A 15 will miss, and a 13 will miss. Lair action. This one, the Gormarith is going to use its reckless attacks. It's going to let out like an angry roar and it's going to get advantage, but it's basically reckless attack. Darius, you are stunned. Vim, you're back.
Where you once belonged.
All right. Let's see. Get up here. And then so attacks against it are at advantage?
Yep.
Well, that's fun.
It's the only lair action I haven't used yet in combat, so I wanted to use it.
28.
Will hit.
That's 11 damage.
11 damagios. Nice.
And then second attack, 20
Hits.
for 6 damage.
Alright.
And bonus action attack, 18.
Hits.
7 damage.
7. Alright.
And it's just gonna maybe around here to try and get a little cover.
Alright, the
And
Gourmet
that'll be it.
will go then. Boop. I'm not trying to roll initiative. Whatever, it's fine. It'll stay where it belongs. The Gourmet is going to take a bite out of Engine. Rash did more damage. It's going to take a bite out of Rash. 29 to hit you.
Yeah, that is.
19 piercing damage, and you are grappled.
Halved.
So that'll be 9 piercing damage, and you are grappled.
Okay.
And then it will swing its tail club at Darius. 17 to hit you, Matt.
17. That will not hit me.
All right.
I don't think stunned affects my AC.
It does not.
Okay.
Luna, you're up.
Incoming request to Ingenuity to swap places since they seem better in ranged combat.
I mean, you can also end up right there, too.
Incoming request to Ingenuity to switch places.
They would have had to move on their turn. Oh, yes, you can do that.
Yeah.
Funk. Yeah. Dim door, your thing. Yeah.
As a move action.
Dimmador. Honor of the Dimsdale Dimmador.
I forgot that you had that item, which is really
The
funny
Dimmador.
because I made
That's
it
why I
for
said incoming request. You get a little brain.
Luna Dimidor, the Dimsdale Dimidor.
Yeah.
Something like that. Alright.
My brain was like so
26 to
raw.
hit
26 will hit
for 10.
410 slashing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want to smite?
I might as well run through my spell slots. They're not doing anything else. Yeah, we'll do a first level smite. So that's just 2d8. Pew. Oh, that's not a pretty one. That one is though.
Right, minus 1. Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, Hrash.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and, get out of its mouth.
All right, make me an escape check. Athletics, acrobatics. This thing has repeatedly just like put you in its mouth. At this point, there's like it's like Rash is like a binky for this thing.
I know that I'm tasty, but come on now. This is a dex save, right?
And Dex or athletics if you want to force the teeth.
If you're raging, you should be doing athletics at advantage.
I automatically get advantage on dex saves because I'm a goblin. Although actually, you know what? It might be better to do my strength save
or athletics.
Athletics for check.
Yeah, to basically like lift your way out.
All right.
Force its jaw open and escape that way, or escape.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see. Oh!
You dislocate this thing's jaw.
Trying to get me trapped in here now.
You just like you hear like a clicking sound, and then you get out of there.
Permanent TMJ for you.
Ooh.
Ow.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, Rash clambers on out of there. Does that count as her action, or can I still
That's your
can I
move.
still whack him?
That's your move action. So you can.
That's my
still-
move? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then I'm gonna smack its butt.
Roll to smack its butt.
Alright, hang on. Back to normal.
Unless you want a reckless attack.
No, I don't right now. I super don't.
24 is a hit. Roll your damage.
I thought about it and then I looked at my HP, my current HP, and I was like, better not.
That's fair.
Well, we have
advantage
on
for
it
the
'cause
round until the
she
lair action
reckless
comes up
attacks.
again.
Yeah, so you did have advantage
Yeah.
on that.
Oh, I do have it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so roll
you
it
can
again.
crit
See
fish
if
if
you
you
get
want.
Yeah,
a
let's see if
20.
I crit. Let's see if I crit.
19,
Button.
20, 22.
Where's the button? Boop.
22. You
Here's
did
the
not
button.
crit. All
I
right.
did not crit.
22 damage.
That's okay.
You do
Cool.
have another attack if you want to use it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm going to use my other attack, and this time I'll actually remember to roll with advantage because I
appreciate
forgot
that.
that he recklessly attacked.
Listen, I've gotten to use all the lair actions now, so I'm happy. 24 is a hit. Roll your damage.
That's 3 24s. That's good.
12,
Oof.
17. Nice, good hit.
I like take it up with the algorithm.
Evie, you are no longer stunned.
Thank goodness.
Nobody likes being
Yeah,
stunned.
I don't even have to move.
stuck in a
I
force
don't
cage.
even have to move. I'm just gonna firebolt it because I don't want to throw my chemicals all over it yet.
Roll the
It
firebolt.
could spoil the meat.
28 hits for
28.
17.
That'll be 17.
Nice.
That's all I got for you.
Hey, Luna. I just realized something.
What?
On their turn, I had them drop their crossbow.
I thought they just swapped it.
Why?
Like when I hear drop, I don't.
Well, you,
Technically,
On the
that's how you
ground.
do it in 5e. Is technically, if you had a range weapon, you do drop it and then pull. Like, as rules is written. Yeah,
that
that
seems
is.
inconvenient.
that
You
would
should
be
have
a-
a place to store the crossbow that you can easily do.
so
but that's okay.
he'll have to use his action to dash up towards it to try to fight it again. It's lair action. I'm going to use my favorite lair action. It's going to fling mud. I need, we'll say, Darius, Luna, and Rash to make me dex saves.
Oh, sorry, that should not be an advantage.
It's fine. It was a DC 12, so that's DC 15. So that is a failure. Luna, you are restrained. Darius and Rash.
I do make mine at advantage for
Yes,
this, but
Rash is not restrained. As you avoid the mud, Luna gets covered in it.
I'm the slippery
There are
gobbo.
like little mushrooms in it, though. So if Luna enjoys
Slippery
mushrooms.
gobbo.
Darius, you're to save.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was taken aback by the slippery
I'm
gobbo.
a slippery gobbo.
Dexterity save again. Oh boy. Oh, 18.
You managed to avoid the mud. And Darius, it is your turn.
I'm back from being headbutted by a dinosaur. Thankfully, it wasn't an ankylosaurus, or I would probably be dead. I'm just gonna. Ooh, I'm running low on spells, but I think I'm just gonna whack him.
Roll the whack.
With the mace. 23.
Tenderize that
will
meat.
hit. Darius, as you go to tenderize the flank, the creature crumples down
Oh,
and falls to the ground.
joyous.
and then,
I've defeated the beast.
on top of that, it then magically becomes butchered.
We love that.
So all of the meat on it just appears in front of you in various there's like one really, really big drumstick of meat that just has like a bone sticking out of it on either end. There's
Breath of the Wild rules.
This is Breath of the Wild.
yeah. There's just like a small army of like ready to cook meats that have just fallen off
Genshin.
of this thing.
Is
Perfect.
Rash really bad off? Or is there anybody else bad off?
Rash is at 16 out of 49.
Okay, then we'll come up. I can burn a spell slot.
Unless we have like some sort of like short rest or what have
I
you.
can just lay on hands if
well,
sure to not use.
Because I don't know.
I
don't
don't
know
use
how
them,
That's fair.
especially my level 1 spell. The level 2 spell slots I use because that's my Summon Beast and Misty Step. My level
If
1
you-
spell slots I don't use
If you
much.
don't use them at all, that's fine.
Yeah, I popped you at 10 HP
Excellent.
on the Cure Wounds.
How low did I get you all during that fight, Rash?
The lowest you got me was 14.
Sweet.
When I started sweating, I was like, gonna not use reckless for this encounter.
I'm at 25 after those series of fights.
I'm at 23.
38, but that's out of 38 hit points. So
Yeah, I'm 25 out of 45.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, this
You-
thing didn't really
39
have a
out of
chance.
39.
It didn't really have a chance to hit Luna, it didn't really have a chance to hit Eevee. And like
That's
Luna
good.
was dealing chip damage to it, and not really able to hit it. But Rash and Darius
minus
were
that
hitting
one
it for
nat
a while.
20 last sash.
Yeah,
I mean, this is also why I throw myself at the thing, is because Rash can take it.
but yes.
Barbarian.
that's why I stand in the back.
Do
I
any
can't
of you
take it.
want to do perception, investigation, or survival checks to harvest?
Absolutely.
Definitely. I'll
I'm
do a
still trapped
survival
in the
check.
mud, so I'm gonna be like, there's mushrooms in this mud if you can get me out.
I did a survival check too.
27
Alright.
on investigation.
Ooh.
I'll say Rash is busy trying to tug Luna out of the
McKenna,
mud.
roll me a d8.
Oh boy.
Evie,
Okay.
you get 2 meats.
I get 2 meats.
2 meat choices.
Is this in
Okay.
addition to the?
This is in addition to the meat that has been produced from the Gormarith. There's every cut of Gormarith available to you. But you get 2 meats from the cave.
I want chorizo.
Okay?
Good.
That's I thought that's the face you'd make. I think that might be my favorite meat.
So good. Also, will probably go really well with the flavors we're doing.
That's kind of my thought process as well. What do you think for the second one? Maybe like a prosciutto?
Give me 1 second to write down chorizo. Let's see. What was my favorite?
I'm starting to have weird questions in my head now. Like, is there a
You know what?
term for treated meat? Like, meat you'd think would be like,
Cured?
Yeah.
well, no, just like a bigger kind of umbrella term, because you have the basic meats like pork, poultry, beef, but then you have things that are like prosciutto, which is prepared in a very specific way, or chorizo, which has a very specific kind of spices added to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. That's a good question.
I know what Will's doing.
Evie, are there any cuts of salmon? I believe it will be good for our corn salad.
Yes, we
Oh.
could do a carpaccio with maybe a whitefish or a sashimi with either salmon or tuna.
Ooh, yes. A sashimi would be delightful.
Maybe a yellowtail?
Yes.
I feel like
Either
that would
yellow-
be your-
Either yellowtail or a
albacore?
albacore would be good. Either one of those.
I'm gonna go with albacore because that's the one McKenna likes, and now I want more fish. I already had fish today. I had salmon and spicy tuna.
I've been really
Crab.
craving. P.S. Sidebar, real quick.
I'm
I just discovered.
I'm glad we've taken a left turn at Albacore.
I get it.
I don't get that one. But
It's
I
a
don't
Bugs
get
my
Bunny thing. Y'all
I get it,
cultured
but I
swine.
get it, but I don't want it.
Oh my, a flurry of hero points in the chat. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Ooh.
Emily really
Five
wants you all to
hero
live
points.
after Wednesday.
Oh, bless. Sidebar, real quick.
Whatever
I found
do you
this
mean?
fantastic sushi spot in Sherman Oaks that we should go to. That is all you can eat sushi.
Yeah.
So we should go there.
Yes, I should also take you to the KBBQ place. It's $23.95 for all you can eat
Yes.
barbecue and sushi.
Yes.
Isn't that what we were thinking about doing for when I was down there for the birthday thing?
Maybe, I don't know.
I thought that's where we were going.
We can do both.
Oh, yeah.
We
good.
can do that. I can go to that place multiple times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Because
I want to
good and
go.
I was gonna say I would love to go there
Yeah.
multiple
I want
times.
Take me.
It's not like the most spectacular of sushi nor the most spectacular of KBBQ meats.
That's not the point.
But exactly. The point is to
The
drink too
amount.
much soju and stuff yourself silly.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
that.
go across the street and sing karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sidebar ended. Boom.
Yes.
Back to your regularly scheduled.
Chorizo and albacore. Also, I will be getting the let's see, what did I want? Shoulder, backside, the spine. Oh, I wanted the sirloin or tenderloin. What did I want again? Yes, I wanted the tenderloin.
Well, and you can get any cut of meat from the gourmet that you want. These
Yes.
these
You
are
just take all of them.
ancillary cuts of meats. Speaking of
Yes.
cuts of meat, Vim,
Yeah.
you got a D6. Roll it.
Tastes like chicken.
6 meats of Vim's choice.
Okay, so
It's a lot of meats.
What are Vim's
I have-
top meats?
I have something to remind everybody before I go on a series of questions that go to my first choice.
Okay.
Remind everybody that what we're dealing with is virtual people that aren't real. Okay. Questions. We would consider, like, organs meat, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The other 5, I'm open to the group. The first one is I want pufferfish liver.
Pufferfish liver.
Interesting.
Oh, the kind that's super deadly poisonous?
Yeah, yeah,
The kind that can kill, like, hundreds of people? Yes.
My
It was
Okay,
it was
okay.
pufferfish, Rose. Yeah. It was pufferfish.
Specifically the part of the pufferfish that can kill people.
The super
poison
poisonous part.
puffer.
Yes, the thing about virtual people is that I'm going to be poisoning virtual people.
From that famous
Yes, none
episode
of
of The
these people are
Simpsons.
real. Well,
Ouch.
Well, technically, they are all fully formed artificial personalities.
So at the moment, they're as real as we are.
So, like, ethically speaking, you are like
They're just ChatGPT.
every time you beat
It's
a floor, you are killing like hundreds of sentient creatures.
they are the creatures
In there,
that
done
have
that.
potential to, if they were,
It's part of the horde.
provided the necessary
Oh, we just so and fight the
bits and
horde.
bobs, they have the potential to be actual, full, realized human beings. But as they are not. They are more like egg cells or sperm cells than they are.
I was gonna say we're getting into
Yeah,
territory here.
Anyway,
They're body snatchers.
they are bodies. They are possible body snatchers.
And they'll be
Vim,
poisoned.
I like
It's more
where
going
your
for
head
Lost
is
Belt
at.
vibes, but fair enough.
I like where your head is at. I say we keep that as an option for sure. I am slightly worried that she might make any one of us taste test for her first. But we can keep it as an option, potentially, sneak it in later.
Also, Vim, 5 more choices of meat.
What do we need, guys? That was the only. That was what I got. I had a single. I had a pretty single track mind on do the most damage as possible with the.
You know what? I like the
easiest
idea
thing
more
to
and more
dose with.
making this salad more of a ceviche type tone. So
Oh yes.
let's go for. We've got albacore in there. Let's go for some shrimp and let's do some crab.
You know, if Vim wasn't willing to get shrimp for you, that would be pretty shellfish of him.
I am going to set everything on fire.
I'm going to say mean and hurtful things to you on purpose.
I choose to be a problem.
Matt's going to kill 3 other player characters. It's going to be crazy.
Yes, but only in Celesta.
Oh, that's fun.
It's the only
I'm gonna
time I
start-
can strike at you, Will.
I'm going to start poisoning the real NPCs.
I mean, there's also Monday.
Well,
You
I
can
feel like
pick
that
him off
would-
on
that would-
Monday, Will.
that would be an abuse of power on my part.
Agreed.
And I ain't about
It's
that.
funny to joke about.
Yes.
All right. Rash, you get a D4 of meat. D4 meat.
Don't. Rash looks at all of this meat laid out in front of her, and she's like, "We don't need this much meat." All right, who wants
Always
jerky for the road?
There's
Oh,
some,
I
like,
guess we
unicorn
can't take
jerky.
it. This is a
yeah. Well,
well. Also, I don't
I'm
know if
always
any.
up. I'm always up for a snack, even though it's not
Virtual snack.
real.
I
Also,
will take.
we don't know for
real.
certain that we cannot take it with us.
I will take smoked
Jerky.
jerky.
I mean, I will say Luna did take the bunny plush.
That's true. That's
Like-
true.
We'll see how that translates into.
Yeah, we haven't left the computer.
Yeah.
I will
but
take-
You still have the bunny plush for now.
I do, and I don't want to get rid of it from my inventory, so.
I will take the jerky. I will take any smoked. I will take some jerky, some lox.
Okay.
I just want all the preserved meats.
Fair enough. And then with that, the ingredient time has ended. So unless anyone else has anything they want to do while in this like hunting ground before you head back to the kitchen.
Let's see.
Just make sure you note down the mud mushrooms from being stuck in the mud.
Truffles.
Yes, I have the truffle mushrooms in there.
I am very out of my element here, so I'm leaving all this to you guys. I'm sorry if I'm a little
Luna's
quiet.
a vegetarian and would honestly be horrified if she found like rabbit in here.
Oh,
Oh,
Luna.
there is rabbit in here.
Darius looks to the side, sees something like, Luna, look over there! Away from this.
I think anything else we do would be too much, I think. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do want to look around for. I want to look around for any sort of like grain or something like that. Like a good
Basic
rice
grain-
or
basic
pilaf or
rice,
something.
grains, pilaf, all of that is available in like the storerooms. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's going to be available there. Perfect.
Yep.
Good. Great.
Anything that wasn't basically anything that's not a vegetable, a sauce, or a meat is available. Is ready and
Okay.
available. So like
Okay, cool.
dairy,
Then
eggs, you're good.
I think we're good then. I think we've got what we need.
All right. And yeah. As you all exit, you notice that each of the kitchen areas have been expanded. There's like a number of cooking stations. Tradition is now in like a full chef uniform. And they're basically like standing behind like a counter with like their arms folded with a spatula in each hand. Just like... And as you all enter, there's some booing and some hissing from the woodland creatures in the audience. Boo! Hiss! Boo! You all suck!
Oh, we know you're
our
being
food
paid
yet, though.
off.
Yeah, you know what's worse? Not being real.
That's true.
Boo!
Nice.
Hiss!
I
you
wouldn't
all
know anything
suck.
about that.
High five.
Your creators
Dim's
don't
bug
care
nubs.
for you.
Do you
Rash,
know them?
unfortunate.
Because
I
I
wouldn't know
don't know
anything
my
about that.
creator.
I'll have you know that Magoobliet has never steered me wrong.
You were abandoned by the things that made you. Boo! Hiss! Boo!
I literally
It sounds
this
like
is
you are
true.
projecting, and you should talk to a
Yeah.
professional about that.
In this economy, boo! Hiss! Boo! There we go.
They are
what do we
not
start,
very
Rash?
nice.
No, they are
Rash
not.
is gonna go to the stations. I assume this is like Bake Off set stations
it's
kind of vibe.
Iron Chef, like there is like
Yeah.
cold light is the three judges are just sitting behind the moose,
Excellent.
the chipmunk, and the Aarakocra are just sitting behind, like just
All right.
Jonathan!
Thank you, Rose.
It's my favorite.
Oh,
You are a
he's
delight.
the best. I'm gonna put. Let's see.
Where's that action figure? I want a Jarneth I can
I would love
Throw
a
out a
jar
window.
Throw out a window.
with a window.
or into a wall.
Let me make a quick chart real quick.
It would become a quill. It would become a quill action figure for me.
You're gonna rip one of its wings off and then like
Yes.
make a new wing?
I was going to make like a metal wing for
Well,
them.
that's not fun.
Speaking of, since we're waiting for Maya to finish this up before we get started, High Rollers did their Baldur's Gate 3 voice actor D&D show today, and it was very good.
Yeah.
Need time to watch it.
Okay.
Mark Humes is a wonderful GM who I one day hope to be at the same level of. Anyway, Maya.
All right. I'm going to put let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
God, I hope-
I'm going to put Evie and Luna in charge of dessert.
Mhm.
Okay.
Um,
I can carry
Because Luna is
things.
so sweet.
it's also
Nice.
mostly because I want to keep. I take Evie aside. I want to keep Luna away from the meat.
Understandable. Understandable.
I should also
Um,
mention I sadly don't have the spell slots to do the heat mail trick anymore. I'm sorry, I spent them on healing.
That's okay.
That's
Um,
fair and
I have-
greatly appreciated.
I
I would-
also have a magical self-heating pan. So
Oh
that
no,
will.
I think the heat metal thing was going to be to overheat the
Yeah, like-
opponent's
the
pan.
I was
other
going to
people's
subtly
dishes.
mess up something by cooking it too much. Like, oh no, we've overboiled these veggies. They're all slime now.
That's fine. We have plenty of.
Hey,
I
We
mean,
can win on our own merit.
What do you have against slime?
Nothing. It's just
Rash
not.
is a
It is not the
wonderful
desired
cook.
state of vegetables. That's all.
it's a.
Maybe.
It is all right, Darius. We have a leg up with what Vim has gotten us, and I kind of like
I've got 4.
hold Puffer. I subtly hold the Puffer and I say, Vim, to you I may have a sneaky job for you. So
Down.
this lovely Puffer that we've gotten. How do you feel about sneaking it into our competitors' dishes?
Oh boy,
It's all I've ever dreamed of.
that's concerning.
I like a bit of-
really sad. about
Quietly
this.
joins the whisper party and says, I can make Vim invisible. If that would make it easier for him to do that.
We love this plan.
I
Excellent.
love this.
Guerrilla warfare was very popular amongst the Horde.
This is pufferfish warfare, not guerrilla
Bim.
warfare.
Tap my back.
Will, shut up.
Vim, tap my back 3 times.
We
when
had
you
the
are ready
opportunity to
go
get
over there
gorilla.
Okay.
when
We
you want
did.
invisibility.
I wonder if
It's
it's anything like
I-
bear
That's
meat,
the signal.
like very
Yes.
gamey.
So I give Vim the pufferfish, and that'll be a later in the midst. I let you use your judgment on when to do that. And then for the ceviche and the chicken mole, I'm gonna handle the entree. I will handle entree. Darius, I would like to put you in charge of the ceviche salad.
I understood one of those words.
It is going to be okay, Darius. This is very important for you. I know it may be difficult, but you must control your urge to eat all of the fish. This is going to be for the recipe, and she puts like.
To be fair,
The
we're digital
albacore.
entities right now. Do we even get hungry? What is hunger really?
She puts the albacore in front of you, so you can decide.
Okay.
The albacore, the shrimp, and the crab. As well as Will. Do you need me to list these ingredients out for?
No, you're good. If you want to, you can for the stream because I feel like Master Chef Rash is going to be like a fun thing to do. Like,
All right.
so do your thing. Go off.
So, Rash separates the ingredients for each part of the station. She's got it kind of like she's got it sous like head chefed up. Sous chefed up?
Head chef.
Anyway. Head chef.
Depending on
but
how well you explain this, people may be able to cook these dishes at home, so do your thing.
Oh, tutorial.
Ooh, fun. Okay, so what in that case, what's going into the ceviche is the albacore, shrimp, crab, heads up for people if they are trying to do this at home. Be careful on where you get your sushi. Only get actual like sushi certified fish. Don't give yourself food poisoning. And then what's also gonna go in there is the corn, bell peppers, beans, some of the tomato. Some of it's gonna be saved for the mole, but some of the tomato is gonna go in there. Um, boop, 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 boop.
Yes, Squishy pointed out something that you should cut and rest your. I think the crab would probably be fine, but at the very least, the shrimp and albacore
yes.
rest in lemon juice or lime juice.
Yes.
I'm a lime girl personally when it comes to ceviche. I will ask for additional lime on the side.
I'm a lime person, which also brings me to my other point that for the tropical fruits, that lime is also going to go into there. The avocado is going to go into there.
Yeah.
How dare you?
You don't like avocado, Will?
I don't like the texture.
I'm allergic to avocado, and I like avocado.
I disagree with you
avocado.
fundamentally, Will, but I can understand.
I'm keeping my food opinions to myself.
Coward.
I will not.
Fine, if you wanna. I don't like any seafood.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, no.
I have a visceral.
My mom's the same way, and it
for it.
makes me so sad.
Wait, if you don't like
That's-
seafood, Chad, do you have to eat blindfolded so you don't see food?
I swear. I was about to say
Anyway,
something that somebody might not.
That's
Internet.
what's going into the salad.
Angriest
to
I've
die.
ever seen, Chad.
I wouldn't mind.
I struggled to not say what I wanted to say.
Oh, terrible.
Humanity was a mistake.
My brain just stopped working.
Canada was a mistake.
Blame it on Canada.
I mean,
Canada, Canada.
I was gonna say no, but you know, it is a colonial country, so yeah,
Hey!
they were all
For the
mistakes.
desserts, dessert side of the table, we are gonna go with, oh, why did we get the coconut oil to cook things in. Yes, that's what that was.
Yes.
Everybody gets a little bit of coconut oil.
As a treat.
Tropical things needs lime. Tropical thing. Which tropical? I do have tropical written on here. Tropical fruits.
But
Squishy, what did you mean by this?
Before you continue explaining anymore, I'm going to explain how this will mechanically work. Okay. This is going to be a cooking challenge.
Thank
you. This is going to be a cooking challenge. So we are going to have each of you, just for ease, we're going to roll initiative again, just so we have an order. And basically, during this cooking challenge, you will have each round will be half an hour of cooking time. So you will have 4 rounds to work on. You'll have 4 rounds to work on the dishes and each prospective dish to make the best dish that you can before it goes to judging. Evie, Vim, Luna, Rash.
Hold on, I just need to get right back to the proper screen.
Ingenuity.
There we go.
Also, partially why I paired Evie and Luna together, because Evie can keep Luna on track.
But
Or can Luna distract Evie?
we'll find out.
Me thinks a bit of both.
Find out on next episode. No, I'm kidding.
TLDR, it's going to work very similar to the skills challenge. The goal is to make the best dishes that you possibly can, and if you want, you can cheat and sabotage the enemy as a treat.
Okay, so I know what's going on in my
That's
head.
true.
As a treat. Oh, goody.
And then after that is done, Rash, I'm going to let you, as Maya, decide how plating is done outside of the skills challenge, because I think that'll be a fun thing for you to get to do as a treat. But we are going to get this started. So you'll have 4 rounds to get as many successes racked up as you possibly can.
I had a thought, but it would not work in any way. But bane all the other contestants. I'm like, no, this is a very obvious spell.
Um, ingenuity,
Doom.
ingenuity is going to get started.
Ooh, that's so good.
Before we start, I am like when they're counting down to start, Vim goes ahead and just taps on Evie's back to set it up, because if the invisibility is what I'm thinking it is, I can pretty much just spend the entire, or at least a couple rounds worth.
It is half an hour. Each round is half an hour.
Each round is half an hour. This will probably be the best.
Each round is half an hour?
Yep, 30 minutes.
Okay, concentration up to 1 hour.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, because I don't know how this
So
would
do you
work
want
to
it
get
now?
that. I guess I'm confused about, because it's half an hour and the spell's instant, would it be something that can happen kind of instantly in that round, or would it take...
Yes, like you could do it
Okay.
as like the start of your turn, like I say.
I'll wait after the first round, because I figure the entrees thing will be in the second and third rounds more.
Yeah.
I guess might be where they focus more, so I'll wait for this.
Plus, it might not be a terrible idea to wait until they get to the point where traditionally...
They can't do anything about it.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have time to fix it.
Yeah, so I will wait.
Ingenuity is going to look at you, Rash, and be like, and just kind of say, "Where do you want me?"
Ingenuity, I would like you with me on the entree, I think.
All right. Then I will get things started, and they are going to use sleight of hand to do cooking prep for you.
Oh, I love that. Also, did you want me to keep listing ingredients?
I think we're good. You can
Okay.
say what you're going to work with on your turn.
Excellent.
But they will get an 18, and they will begin. They have very good knife technique. Like they are just like chop, 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 slide, chop, 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 chop. It's quite the whirling dervish. But then we come to you, Rash. What are you going to do in the first half an hour?
If Jean is still chopping things, then I'm going to start working on the sauce for the mole. Is what I'm going to be doing.
Fair enough. How does Rash want to work on that sauce? How does Rash get lost in the sauce?
She slams her big, her trusty dusty frying pan that also does double as a saucepan, shallower saucepan, but deep frying pan, onto the stovetop, and she starts just adding in all of the, like, while Jean is chopping things, adding them into the mix, as well as all of the spices like the scorpion pepper. She throws the truffle mushrooms in there as well. She throws the garlic. Yeah.
A little bit of salt.
Yeah, she absolutely, she goes into her trusty dusty bandolier, and she absolutely pulls out all the salt, and like a red wine salt, and then she's got the chipotle chili, and then she's also got the scorpion peppers that she put in. She cracks open the cacao beans and puts those into the mix as well. Scoops all the tomatoes. She just starts like brewing it up like a babushka bruja, like just getting on in there.
Yes. Babushka bruhaha.
Yeah.
That's not that kind of.
That's not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Also, for those in chat, Sarah has just finished Baldur's Gate.
Nice.
Also, I don't know if y'all looked at the chat, but Vim, feel free to also sabotage in other ways besides the puffer.
I've got a couple ideas.
Yes.
But
Feel
Rash,
free to get creative.
what do you want to do with the? What do you want to roll for this? Do you want to just use your cooking tools?
I think so. I think that is probably what makes the most sense.
Okay.
Either that or, I mean, you tell me, Will, would performance make sense for this?
If you kind of want to like depending on how celebrity chef you want to go, I would allow it.
Let's
What's
see.
what is Rash's celebrity chef persona like? Do you just like take a piece of bread and put it on either side of Ingenuity and be like, "You are an idiot sandwich"?
Idiot son.
I'm
No,
picturing,
no.
like Paula Dean in like the motheringness, but more Polish.
A
Y-
Polish
In like the crazy,
Similar.
more
the
violent.
crazy eyes aspect of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say like
a
if
crazy Polish violent Pauline.
yeah, if you mixed
exactly.
that image
So
with
Paula Deen.
like Noel from no,
She'll kill
not
you
even Noel.
instead of
I
killing
would
you
say,
with
like,
butter. She'll kill you with the knife.
Yeah, yeah, very much that of like flipping between. It's like the two sides of Gordon Ramsay, like when he's dealing with adults versus when he's dealing with children. That's what you're seeing.
I see that. I'm also throwing like Colette from Ratatouille in there. Just
Yeah, yeah.
Me.
I'm sorry for being rude, but
Dirty
you're
apron, clean
French.
sleeves.
I love her. I love that movie. I'm gonna
I
go watch
also,
Ratatouille after this.
just for shits and giggles, I'm trying to find my chef's tools. Oh, there they are. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to use my chef's tools. That's a way higher stat
That's a
than
great idea.
performance.
All right.
Yeah, I'm absolutely going to use that.
Roll it. That's a
I don't know if
success.
that's... Yeah, baby.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to get the sauce going, and like as the sauce is going, you can all see, like, everyone can just see like stars appearing above it, like magic sauce. Ding 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 ding. And there's like, you can see above you. There's like a taste score above the thing that's just going up as you all succeed at cooking bits of this. Moving. Right
I'm also
along.
in the meantime marinating the meat in the spices as well.
That's fair. Vimothy, it is now your turn.
It's just Vim. There's only one syllable.
Your showbiz name?
So step one is just going to be the mind games.
Oh.
Anything that needs cut up, but it doesn't matter how like good or bad that
Oh,
as far as like the ability is.
yeah.
He is going to wear out a couple daggers and be chopping it up, but he's not really paying attention to that. He's making eye contact to any of
Tradition
the cooks
sous
on the
chefs.
other side as they like move back and forth. Every time they like move and they have to face that direction, they're catching his eye. And I want to roll intimidation to fuck them up.
This is like people who wear sunglasses to play poker.
Make me an intimidation
Exactly.
check.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna hero point that, and that's why that's how hero points work for me.
As
boy,
you are doing that, that's a critical failure, which will undo a success. As you are doing
Was
that,
a 10 a success?
no,
You don't get to use the highest of the hero point.
It's not
a-
advantage.
no, it's not advantage.
You
it's-
know better, Chad.
I
Hero
mean,
points always fail me.
that's the
It's a
risk.
bad system. The system's rigged.
But in all seriousness,
System's working exactly how
then
it's supposed
The
to.
game was
as
rigged
you're
from the
going,
start.
You like, there's these like 3 like pigs
They woke.
that are working as sous chefs for tradition on the other side, and you're like glaring at them angrily, and then they just like pull out this like caterpillar, and the 3 of them just start chopping it.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Well, they contaminated some of their knives, so that's.
Oh no, they're making like the caterpillar steaks. Like they're
We've got literal pork in our dish.
Too compliant that game, I
I'm
guess.
I remember that horrible bit from Food Wars with the soft-shelled turtle.
and
I don't want to know.
Luna,
No, you don't.
Luna, you're on dessert duty. What does
tied
Luna
for
do
my
for
second
dessert?
highest ability.
I'm gonna roll persuasion to see if I can convince. Wait, what are we making for dessert?
You're making a tart tatin, but you're making a tropical fruit tart tatin. So it's gonna have mango, peach, and hints of lime. And uh for style points, it's also going to have some honeysuckle and chamomile as like edible flower
Garnish.
topping as garnish. You will also have to use in there. I don't know if it would go very well, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, you'll have the vanilla beans and maple syrup as balancing agents.
Mhm.
All right.
We could also
So
put that in the crust.
Yeah, that's
I'll
yeah.
roll athletics to like mix batter for crust.
Go for it. That works. I like that.
Evie, I'm also putting you on drink duty. You're gonna make boba.
A 13.
I what? I what?
A 13 is just barely a success. You have found the DC. You're looking for a DC 13.
I only had to roll a fucking 5.
I'm sorry, Chad.
Rip.
With 2 dice, I couldn't do it.
I'm sorry, Chad. But yeah, Luna, you mix a very thorough dough. It's very well mixed. Good job on successful KitchenAid check, Darius.
So I'm totally willing to follow the head chef's lead on this. I am junior sous chef in this at best. I
Oh,
also
you think
could just
you're the sous chef.
I don't know any other positions. I can't be dishwasher. We're not done yet.
You're just a chef. You're a line cook, my friend.
Oh,
Yes, chef.
I thought chef was above sous chef, so I know so little.
No.
You're a line cook.
The closest I've ever gotten to being any sort of like food preparation actual job was I worked in the deli at a superstore.
Delicious. I love a deli.
I got to make my own pizzas.
Mm.
Anyway, so tell me what you want me to do, chef, and I will roll it, or I could give someone else guidance.
So you're gonna be in charge of the ceviche. So, that is really just it's very easy. Rash is like, it's very easy. It's very easy, Darius. All you got to do is chop everything up nice, and you're going to just add it into a big salad bowl, and then you are going to spice it up a little bit. But that's it. That's all it is.
Would this be an athletics check?
If you want to chop away at the stuff, that would be an athletics check.
All
And
right.
because this isn't a regular skills challenge, this is like a cooking specific one, y'all don't need to worry about the not using the same thing.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
16.
I'd also let you use perception if you want to do like uniform cuts, but a 16 is a success.
Darius is from his craft. He's good with his hands.
Yeah, you see Darius like
Just ask Nito.
From all the praying.
yeah from all the praying. Darius, as you like go to start cooking, you can like just feel the spark guiding your hand.
This is a form of creation.
It is.
A little softer materials than I'm used to working with.
Yes.
Plenty of things are forms of creation, Matthew.
Evie, like prayer.
Exactly.
Evie,
No.
you're
It's
up.
my turn. Okay, I would like to use my alchemist supplies to find the perfect balance of acidity and basicness for the tart tartan. And I would also like to pull out that crafting book just so I can make sure that I'm doing it right.
As
'cause
you're
I'm not
looking through the
as good of a
crafting
cook.
book, you can find like an old eldritch recipe that was like lost to ages that just says pumpkin spice.
That sounds
sacred
like something that
spice.
Luna would like.
Sorry,
So-
ignore that.
Corn.
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 So I'm
was
gonna
trying
roll
to adjust something on my
alchemist
sheet.
supplies, and then I have a plus
What the
2
internet's
to
made
this.
for.
Come on, roll 20. There we go. So that's a 23.
That's a success. You are
And the
able.
perfect balances of fruit.
You're able to make like the perfect balance of fruit. At the top of the round, I wanted to say what the other team was doing. Largely prep work this time. They had their gourmerith. They appear to be making like a pretty nice sort of gourmerith, a magical creature turducken, basically.
The Kathurki, of
Yes.
course. The Kathurki.
Using Gormarith, Unicorn, Astral Fish, and a couple other like exotic animals
I'm
as
gonna
their
be so
main dish.
hungry after this episode.
To start it off, they're doing just like a nice like Cobb salad, but with like, sentient corn and mandrake fruit.
Seems like it should be considered fucked up, but who knows?
I mean, this is
Perhaps
moon.
his delicacy.
This is moon rules, man. Everything goes.
It's the moon.
We're in moon
and
country.
they haven't started on their dessert yet.
Have we heard them talk about their dessert?
Yes, they appear to be doing a coffee dish, a true unicorn frappuccino.
Okay. Okay.
That's kind of basic.
Get colder in here?
Does it get colder in here? But
Must be a frappuccino.
that is that. Ingenuity goes and looks over to you, Rash. I'm going to get started on the cooking, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
All right, they're going to use a nature check to basically gauge like the correct temperature to cook things at and like when to flip.
Mm-hmm.
26. That's a success.
Good, thank God. I mean, we do have a lot of meat, so like we have extra chances, but like it'd be nice not to fuck up.
Speaking of, Rash, it's your turn.
Excellent. I'm going to start as well since we have a lot of meat to get through. I start browning the sides of some of the meat before tossing it into the mole.
Okay.
And multitasking as well, setting the interspace time rice cooker on. Let's see. And chef's tools.
When the rice is done cooking, it'll make like it plays the theme song for the campaign
Aw, cute.
in like a little chiptune version.
Nice.
Let's see. A 17 is a success.
Excellent.
You are definitely cooking it well, and things are going. Vim, it is your turn. They appear to be starting on the main dish now. They are like stuffing the meats into each other.
Rash, for their dessert, what pantry ingredients would they need?
What was the dessert again?
A true unicorn frappuccino.
True unicorn frappuccino. Well, they would need the unicorn dust. They would need ice. They would need milk. Oh, if you can find some way to slip spoiled milk,
Ooh.
that would certainly ruin the dish.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to slip into the pantry while nobody else is in there, and I don't know if you want to do it. I was thinking deception as far as like mixing ingredients that they are going to need up.
Deception or stealth, your call.
Is this a skill check in which, or a skill challenge in which the next round we can't use the same?
No.
Okay, then I'll go stealth.
All right.
Because I'm probably going to use stealth next time. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm going to hero point this again. I swear to God, if it's another natural one.
Oh, come on.
Yeah!
I almost said cheaters never prosper, but
Fucking Christ.
I mean, we know
But
that's
here
sadly
we
not
are.
true.
yeah.
This is so ridiculous.
Flourishing.
In the meantime, Rash is just yelling encouragement to
Oh.
her team.
Also, thank you,
Good.
Squishy. I'll probably need that next round.
You know, we haven't done it in a while, so I just want to say thank you
Chad.
to chat for always being there for us when we need you.
Honestly.
Also, Squishy, truly, all of these ideas, just beautiful, beautiful ideas.
Y'all would not be able to survive the BS I write without chat's help.
I'm struggling to find 76% of the die.
Just like Celesta.
You
But
gotta bring that up every time, don't you, Will?
I do. It's a gag at this point.
Temper their chocolate.
So Chad, you managed to get in there. You start swapping ingredients. You like put a label.
Yes. Yeah, specifically ingredients that they're likely to need for what we know they're going to do, and obviously squirrel some away for us if there was
Evie would
anything
have
that
also
overlapped.
whispered to you that if you pour lemon juice in the milk, it will spoil.
Fuck yeah, we'll
How
do
do
it.
you as McKenna know that?
We'll
Because I made an orange hibiscus tea once, and then I thought, you know what would taste really good in this? Like an orange Julius, sweetened condensed milk.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I would say anybody who's at all a tea fan has at one point tried to put cream in a citrus tea and had it curdle on them.
yeah.
I hear that can happen.
Oh, and I love tea, but I don't do milk tea.
Well, aren't you
Well, there you
special,
go. Well,
Rose?
there
no,
you
I'm just lactose intolerant.
Listen,
That would
I
do
hear
it.
you can do that in your own stomach if you drink like something like dairy and then like some kind of booze. Certain
You
kinds of booze.
absolutely can, yes. It's
Oh,
not recommended, but you
challenge
can. That's how you
accepted.
you
can
throw
just-
up, Will.
Oh, never mind.
Drink a cement mixer and do it beforehand. There's a shot called cement mixer, but that's not what we're making
That's not
right now.
No,
No, it's
Right,
not.
so Luna's up. And I'm gonna use.
Oh, Maya just dipped out.
Oh no!
Oh no, Matt's the GM now.
you all gain 2 levels.
Luna.
Yay!
Wow, finally.
All of a sudden,
I am a
I'm-
benevolent god.
all of a sudden, in the middle of this competition, I'm flying around, and
Okay,
Like
so
Wolfman.
there's
Butterfly.
the bug nubs are no more.
to get things back in order here, I'm gonna roll performance to try to cut our little fruits into cute little shapes like stars and hearts and little like bunny rabbits and moons, like very, very cute little shapes here.
Here's some apples. Make those little bunnies that you always see in anime.
That's a success.
This is a good success. Okay.
All right. Yeah, you're able to do that, and that's so adorable. You know what, Rose? I'm going to give you 2 successes for that because that was such an adorable idea.
Thanks for counteracting my issues over here.
I try.
Speaking of, Darius, you're up next.
Do we need anything else chopped? Because I do have pretty good athletics, so I could just keep doing that. Or do we need anything tenderized,
Maya's
pulverized?
phone ran out of battery.
Oh no!
She didn't have it plugged in?
You could certainly chop things up. Yes, I think that would be good, Darius.
Oh.
Yes, pudding.
She's in the
No,
room with us now.
It's like my
Sometimes I
hands
can
here.
still hear her voice.
Yes, pudding.
It's okay, Munch.
That will be so good.
Little babushka.
I will chop or do something involving strengthen.
Something pudding.
Nope, I'm a hero point that.
Darius's job
Much
is
better.
chef.
24.
Awesome, that's a success. You continue to cut, chop, and tenderize.
You are more than enough.
All right. At the behest of Rash,
A little
I
awkward,
will
but I'll
use-
take the spirit in which it was intended.
I will use my brewer's tools, combined with my book of alchemy, to make some chamomile. Chamomile. I feel like I've heard it both ways, and I don't know what that is.
Chamomile.
Either way, that tea what has
Ah.
the flowers in it, I'm gonna mix it with the lavender. That
yes.
that flower what's purple.
Chamomile tea.
I want to say something that's going to get me canceled, so I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear it.
Oh, I think I might know what.
It's not that bad. I'm going to use my brewer's supplies, and I'm going to make some boba milk tea with chamomile and lavender,
Maya's
and
back.
a little vanilla.
Roll to boba.
Roll 2 boba, so this will be with a +2. That'll be another 23.
Welcome back, Maya.
Sorry.
Give me 1 second. How are there 2? Wait, why are there 2?
200 apple seeds.
It's for the cyanide.
I know.
Yeah,
I did
think
have a friend actually
struggle to
get
through.
cyanide poisoning once from eating too many apples in one go. Not nearly, just he got a bad stomach ache. That was it. It was not nearly enough cyanide to actually do any damage.
Cyanide and happiness. But You will do that roll for me, McKenna. 21 is a success. You managed
That's a
to...
23. Not that it matters.
3 is a success. You managed to get some good tea made. Next up is Ingenuity. Now they have the dish done, they're going to start getting everything into the oven and getting everything like slow roasting for you. They are going to use nature again to gauge that. They don't have a hero point, so that natural one sticks. And
That's rough.
Rash, salvage this.
Salvage this. Salvage. Oh. Oh, okay.
Don't we have a hero point?
No, it's not.
NPCs can't use it.
Okay. Yeah, no, Rash will dive in there and help out. And kind of guide his hand. And I'll use my chef's tools again.
24, that's a success. You managed to negate it. This is the start of the third round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rash is just smoothing his fur down, being like, "It's all right. We're getting there.
So
it's totally
sorry.
fine. No, it's totally fine."
As tradition sees, let's see. I told you they're useless.
Not useless at all. He merely caramelized. That is fine. We can work with that.
Vim. Continue your
Now,
sabotage.
okay, third round. Now I'll tap on Evie's back to get the little invisibility going for 2 rounds.
Do you want to hold your turn so I can do that on mine?
No, you can just do it as a free.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is what I was asking about earlier. Since each round is 30 minutes and then it's an instant
since
spell.
each round is 30 minutes and it's an instantaneous spell, Vim, you can just tap Vim. Be like, go get him, Tiger, or Bugnub.
Bugnub's away. Please put it in the chat. There we go.
Go get them, Buggly Nubbly.
Oh.
Bubbly nubbly.
Eyelash encased in gum.
Right, so I'm not attacking or casting a spell to get this
Bugnubble, toil and trouble.
pufferfish liver in whatever dish it looks like it will go in.
The main dish. Their main dish
Yeah.
would be the best choice for it.
I would also say try to divide the. We're only competing against the one other group, right?
Yes, it's only the one other group.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'll say we don't want to kill them. Just give them food poisoning.
Sure. I don't know how much is gonna do it, so I'm just gonna I'm not gonna necessarily throw
That's
it
fair.
all because I also don't want them to necessarily taste it, but I need enough to make the effect.
Yeah.
So,
we don't want to get caught.
Well, it sounds like dosing would be like a nature check then.
I don't know that I'm going that exact. I'm just trying to get in there and.
Like if you're just putting it all in there, that's a stealth. But if you're trying
It's not necessarily putting it all in. It's not putting it all in, but I'm working on wide margins just because it's not like I would know how much. So that's why I wanted to roll with stealth on it.
Okay, roll it.
Alright, and I'm invisible. So I got a 20.
There you go, that's a success. You managed to get the pufferfish liver in there.
So I figure if you kill the judges, it's probably a defaulted win.
Luna, you're up. Yes, but you'll have the life of Jonathan on your conscience.
Not Jonathan.
Jonathan! How do you do that so well?
I don't know.
So good.
Somebody cast me as an outrage. I don't know.
A halfling?
Somebody on stage. Be really funny. Okay.
I'll work on writing a role for you, Rose.
Do you know what I would love to hear Rose do as a part that already exists?
Do tell.
Will's patron in Baldur's Gate.
Oh?
Interesting.
I don't know your patron in Baldur's Gate.
No,
No.
Will with a Y. There's a character named Will.
I haven't played Baldur's Gate because
Will spells their name with an I.
What's having a life like? No, I'm playing Baldur's Gate.
Billy plays it.
Now
I'll make him
on
play
Mac.
my voice lines. Oh, you
No, I'm playing it with GeForce.
Will spells their name with a Y because they
G-force.
lost an I.
Okay. That was funny.
And we're
night,
done
everyone.
here.
Good night, everybody.
I broke Chad.
Chad's evaporating into his background. Chad's decided to join the
just like
ether.
I've been bullying Chad all night. He's
Oh.
so mad.
Not even specifically, just sort of as like a casualty of like AoE puns.
Luna, it's your turn.
Pain.
What am I doing with
Okay, so I'm gonna try to delicately place all of these things on our little chart.
Okay.
With
Also, thanks to Squishy, there's a
sleight
floating
of
hero
hand.
point.
There is. I don't have the Twitch up right now because
That's fine.
internet.
That's fair.
Delicately placing things so they're cute and pretty.
He's
Sure.
still reading
Sleight
through
of
all the
hand?
chat stuff.
That's a success. Yeah. Nice
Okay,
job, Luna.
that took way too long to say.
I was
It was
looking for
awfully
it.
quiet.
It took a couple seconds for it to load on my end.
Oh,
So I was like, oh, there it is. All right. Darius, it is your turn. As we move towards the end of the penultimate round, what would you like to do?
Is there anything left for me to do with athletics checks or even a medicine check?
Also, Sarah, thanks for the subscription. I hope you were here for the will pun.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll roll athletics check again if I can get away with it.
What do you want to do with it?
I suppose we're through the prep phase. Everything is like already in motion.
Yep, you're in the sort of like cooking phase, moving into the finishing touches.
Do we need all the dishes brought out?
Rash is gonna make a quick taste.
Well-
I don't know if you want to wait for my turn for this, but I want to do a taste test run for everybody.
We'll do that on your turn.
Okay.
I'm in lack of anything else. I can't justify an athletics check at this point. I certainly can't justify a medicine.
Rash can yell at you. You can help Evie with the dessert drink, with the pairing drink.
What could I do I could leverage athletics for that though?
Tea is medicinal.
Could I smush fruits or vegetables for the tea or something?
You can absolutely you can smush some of the flowers for the tea.
All right, I will get a big as mortar and pestle as I can find, throw a bunch of flowers in there, and I'll use athletics for that.
All right.
Nope.
The flowers are very
Not medicine? You wouldn't do medicine?
Oh, well,
It's a
it would only be
similar
2 better
modifier.
anyway.
Do you
Okay.
want
It's
to use
+7.
Do you want to use your hero point, Matt?
yeah. You
I do
should
have 2
it.
hero points, don't I?
You can use one of mine if you want. I will give it freely.
19.
19's a success. You managed to get find a flower mortar pestle.
Now I have no hero points.
Moving right along, Evie.
We may not need me to roll anymore, though.
All right,
There's one more round.
concentrating on invisibility for
Okay.
them is probably my first priority. But beyond that,
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my same brewer's tools to brew some boba.
All right, roll the boba.
And thank goodness for that +2, because that's 16.
16 is a success. You managed to make some basic boba. Are you doing like anything special with the boba? Is it like the popping boba, or is it just like the boring boba?
So the popping boba is not technically a true boba. It is a
Nope.
gelatin with juice inside.
Wow.
Boba traditionally is tapioca.
Mhm.
Tapioca pearls that have been boiled. So I'm sorry. I love boba. It's not that super hard to make, but I will probably do like a brown sugar
Well, also
Once
we
we
just
boil
have
down, you have to-
we have the boba from the Gomereth.
Yeah.
We
have the
fully
boba. It wasn't specified whether it was cooked or not.
It was uncooked. It was like an eye-sized
Okay.
glob of boba.
don't think about it too hard, Rose.
You know, boba is dry. It's like hard little balls before
Yeah.
it's cooked, right?
Just
Okay.
Magic world. Magic
Magic
world.
world.
He had
Sci-fi world.
a dry eyeball.
Sci-fi world.
Eyeball.
Magic
Eyeball.
world. Magic world. Anyway, moving right along. Top of the final round. Ingenuity is going to do some plating with sleight of hand, and they will succeed. Rash.
I'm gonna do that sweep of food checks for everybody, just double checking to make sure I want to do damage control isn't the right word, but like I want to make
You
sure
wanna make sure
everything
everything's good.
is on track. I just want to make sure.
Make me an insight check.
Okay, that's not
Would
great,
it not be a
but
cooking check?
No, this is to gauge quality. So
Will.
gauge quality.
Yep.
How
It's
about
not-
perception?
I'd let perception go.
Perception? Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Perceiving taste.
22. Rash, you have a pretty good idea that the dishes are all almost perfect. E.g.,
Excellent.
you almost have the maximum amount of possible successes that you could have gotten during this challenge.
Perfect.
Vim.
And she's just going in and making touches on like garnishes and like last looks.
Any finishing sabotages, Vim?
Yes.
Ooh.
So as we're getting into this last round,
Mm-hmm.
where they're going to be doing finishing touches and moving around and maybe taste testing everything, gonna have a dagger and kind of in the vein of lock picking, a little bit different. I'm going to be messing with any screws
Touch
or
everything
bolts.
with your bone fingers.
Screws. Well, no, I'm not going to be using the. I'm not going to be
I think
using.
that'd be hilarious.
I'm not going to be using those. I'm going to be using the daggers
Bone
specifically
fingers?
as tools
His
to
fingers?
mess with any screws or bolts holding their table
Ooh.
legs in place, so that if they bump, maybe they drop something, or maybe something gets into something that
That's
it's not
always
supposed
like
to
the
be in
saddest thing on
while
the
they're
Great
in their
British
little
Baking Show.
last bits.
Oh, we don't want any sympathy from the judges to go to them, though. Oh well, too late.
Um,
They're already poisoned.
so kind of using the same skills as lock picking, but using my daggers instead.
Hmm.
And, oh, is that right? Okay, we're gonna do this fucker again.
Don't get a one.
There's the
Hey,
nat 20.
there you
There
go,
it is.
Chad.
It's
Just
There
under
it
the wire.
fucking
Just
is.
under
That-
the wire.
That is
slow turned the camera.
that is 100%.
Holy shit!
Thanks to Squishy.
Thank you, Squishy.
Yeah, Vim, you go.
But she's the real MVP
You
this
managed
episode.
you managed to get pretty much every bolt possible undone, and to the point where, like, as they're putting like their finishing touches onto the dish, the table kind of like slides down a little bit, and some
Yeah,
of the
because
stuff falls.
it's
on
all
top of it.
it's always 2, maybe 3,
Mhm.
but never all 4. So it always is going to make the table go uneven.
Luna. Finishing touches. What are your finishing touches?
I believe in you, Luna.
Gonna dust it with some like pretty like sparkly sugar to
Roll
just make it like really pretty.
to confection glitter.
I'm gonna use a performance for this so it looks pretty. No, I'm gonna hero point it.
Luna, you go and like you just grab a clump of like glitter and you're about to just toss it onto the dish, but then you think, no, like Eevee, and then you just like make it like really pretty.
Aww.
McKenna.
Like Evie, really pretty, and then I proceed to make the most Mitch McConnell face of all time.
Our evil turtle. Darius.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna trust in my teammates and noticing how we are running low on hero points and things we just can't seem to roll well. I'm just gonna turn to the next person in line for me, Evie, and I'm just gonna give him a guidance.
All right.
Thank
Evie,
you.
final touches.
I, at the very last minute, like once everything is all plated, and I feel good about doing this because I'm last in initiative order, and because we haven't added alcohol to anything for flavoring, would like to cast Purify Food and Drink
Nice.
on all of our food,
Smart.
just in case someone is also trying to sabotage us.
Oh.
No, they're honest.
Smart. We don't know that.
They follow tradition.
Maybe not in character, but I saw that sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
like the one that was done by Ingenuity.
Oh, was okay.
For
I was
plating?
thinking it was. I was thinking it was from the other side.
also
No,
It
traditionally,
could have been Ingenuity. That's true.
No, I don't know.
It doesn't matter because
Anyway.
now it's neutralized.
Yes, it was all purified.
Let me know if you want me to roll anything.
Nope, you can. I'll give you just a success for free on that one.
And as we're getting towards the end, then we'll come up and like at a moment when Evie and Rash or Evie and Darius are close to each other, then we'll come up and tap Evie and come back, but kind of almost like, oh, he's so little, people didn't see him with like Rash and
He
her,
did the little
her
guy.
clothes as she's going
He did
around
like
with
a
his
football.
apron or something, or while
he's just helping. He's helping Darius with the salad.
Or yeah, while
That's
Darius
what
is
he's been
hopping
doing,
around,
sure.
It's easy to not notice him because Darius is so big in comparison,
Mhm.
kind of thing.
He was in the saddlebag the whole time.
Will, with because I still have like an action technically, can I make an Arcana check to see if I can tell if the food was purified with that spell?
Go for it.
Come on, roll 20. You know what? I still have 2 hero points. I'm gonna hero
Use
point
it.
that. 19.
The spell
I'll
was
take a
cast,
19.
it took effect, but it did not have any effect. E.g., there was no poison for it to
Fair
purify. If there was, it was purified.
Fine then, hoity-toities. Joke's on you, I guess.
But yeah,
I would also like to state that that spell was cast in such a way that it would not have affected the opponent's food.
that's fair. Now that it's time for judging, the tradition is going to go up first, as is tradition. She's going to present
What if
a
they went
dish.
first?
Do you want to go first?
I don't know, maybe.
Had that thought too. I was like, it might be good to go first if they're all going to get food poisoning.
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't take effect immediately.
Tradition is going to go
I
first.
say out of character.
Tradition.
They are going to bring up their
I don't know.
food.
Depends on how much got in there.
For style, we'll
and
let them go first.
They're going to put cob down first, the salad down first. All right, so I have a lovely 3-piece dinner for you all, and it is going to be much better than their scroll. Because remember, she rhymes. And they bring out the cob salad. The judges began eating it. The moose speaks up. Yes, a very excellent traditional cob salad. You can really taste the juice in the corn.
That's what I
Reminds me
think.
of my youth.
That's what I think about when I eat corn.
The juice.
The juice.
It's
a
got
very-
the juice. It's got
Ex-
the juice.
Exquisite corn juice.
It's exquisite corn juice.
Oh.
Oh, shucks.
Rose, you get a hero point for that.
No!
A hero point at 3 minutes overtime.
Yeah.
4 minutes over time.
We started late. We actually still have 5 minutes left
Yeah.
for the 2 hour.
Okay.
But moving along, they bring out the second dish, and it doesn't go over all that well. Like the little chipmunk gets like a little bit like It's not great. There's a weird, like, almost poison taste to it.
Subtle.
Did you not prepare these well? And then for the dessert, the true unicorn frappuccino with a tiramisu. It's bland. It's kind of salty. And it's not enjoyed.
I guess tasting like ass is tradition here.
As the bird as like the bird is finishing off, it's like, yes, this meal was like a day at the spa, except towards the end when you were in that nice hot bath, it instantly became cold and then instantly scalding. They are not given many points.
Tea is scorching. It's simply scorching.
Rash, you are now allowed to present your food to the judges.
Excellent. Hello, my esteemed judges. Today, myself and my team have made you a lovely 3-course meal, as well as a drink to pair with them all. It is a very well-rounded meal, all in all. We've got some very tropical flavors going on for you. So just a twist on, shall we say, classic taste buds, but with a little ingenuity. And she nods at Jean.
He just kind of nods back.
She presents the chicken mole. She presents the ceviche first, since that's the appetizer, and then the chicken mole, and then the tarte tatin.
The judges go to town. They start off with the ceviche, and they're very much enjoying it. The moose is just kind of looking at it, and you can just see tears coming down their eyes as they're eating the mole. And towards the final course, as they're finishing up the dessert, there's a few moments when the judges are looking at their plates, and they're sad because it's gone.
It's also their last meal.
Dun dun dun.
I'm glad it was good.
Oh, that's true, isn't it?
And
yeah, that's right. Everybody dies at the end of the last.
In a decision of 3-0, the party is declared the winner. And as the party is declared the winner, you see tradition kind of begin. No! I was going to win! I was going to take that one's body and cook for the universe! And then you just see them start to dissolve into data, and all the woodland creatures around you begin to dissolve in the data, and Ingenuity just looks at you and says, "Thank you, Miss Rash. I'm very happy I got to," and then they're gone.
Oh.
No matter how beautiful the dream must end when the dreamer wakes.
Okay, don't say that.
Before that happens,
He's
and before
God
Ingenuity
knows.
disappears, Rash just has one more barb to twist the knife as tradition is fading. She just goes, "You've been chopped, motherfucker."
Rash, as Ingenuity fades away, there is just a card floating in their place.
I pick up the card.
On it is Ingenuity, behind the chef's table, looking incredibly happy. Rash, this card kind of attaches itself to you. It kind of goes inside of Rash. Rash, you have a general inspiration that you can use at any point.
Oh, general inspiration. Thank you.
Just a general inspiration. Think of it as a hero point that sticks. And as you all find yourself once again in that strange holding room, a torrent of cards appear in front of Luna. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yay. Quick ingredients list for anybody who wants it. So the ceviche is pretty self-explanatory. The tarte tatin, instead of doing a traditional pear or apple, you would basically substitute it with mango and peach, and then use vanilla or vanilla bean extract for the crust. And then for a mole, it's pretty much a traditional chicken mole, but with hints of like maple in it as well. And then the boba, um, for it, for the boba, I wanted to do like for that one, I think it was the chipmunk that was super hyperactive and needed to be calmed. I used a lot of like calming tea leaves like lavender and chamomile and honeysuckle.
Nice.
Um, yes, so that was the general vibe.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of The Astral Calling. Don't forget to check out many other shows like Salt and Sorcery, tomorrow night, Sunhaven Sunday on Sunday, and The Strength of Thousands AP and Wild Ambition on Monday and Wednesday, respectively. Thank you all so much for coming. And we are going to go say hi to Super Dylan. They're playing what will probably become my go-to MMO in the very near future, Palia. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.